What's up, guys? 2017 Fling for the Ring Draft Selection Show. I'm joined here again with my buddy Ryan.
Word.
We're
Dude, be a good year.
It's going to be a great year. We're ready to get this thing started. All right, you remember last year we had our basket, and we put the balls in the basket, and then we'll shake it up. Every team owner has their name on a ball, and we'll go through the names, drop them in the basket. So you can hear it's empty basket. And then we'll select them out one by one, do a little recap, and then get the show on the road. Let's see. All right, let's see. It's 9:52. Sorry for the delay. We try to get a little fancy with the background, and I'm going to do some little graphics and stuff for you today, so I apologize for the delay. All right, let's get this show on the road. All right. We're going to go just start dropping them in. Justin. Remember, the names are going to be backwards on your screen. TJ. Jody. Jeremy. Brent. Pete. Kyle. The champ. Jimmy.
Finally.
Chris. Ryan. Mixter. And Jamie. All right, so we got them all in there. I'll shake them all up. Ryan wanted me to make sure I shook them up really good. Flip them over.
Everything. Get it all nice and shook up.
All right. Did you buy a Powerball ticket today?
Did not, but I would really like to get this first pick in this. Almost.
All right, here we go. Are you ready? Is that sufficient shaking?
It was a pretty good shake.
All right, here we go. We'll fill around.
17 season, the first pick will belong to. Come on, Pete. Ryan, he could really use the first pick coming off of a 5-win season. Had a couple running backs that killed it for me, but the rest of my team, man, they were just bad. Ben Roethlisberger was getting carted off like every other game in the middle of the game. Odell Beckham Jr., obviously a flop. Brandon Marshall, probably the worst season of his career. Des Bryant, I mean, we know Des Bryant. I just didn't have much, man. My defense never produces for me. They were the 15th scoring defense last year in our league. That's just not enough. That's not enough. So hopefully I can franchise somebody, maybe like a Melvin Gordon, and build around that with an early pick. It's been the first time in like 12 years we've been doing this, other than when I had TJ's first round pick his rookie year in the league.
All right, sounds good. All right, we're going in for pick number 2.
All right, number 2 pick. Who we got?
Jamie Allen.
He made it to the Super Bowl last year. Impressive 9-5 season. Looks like he scored 478 total points. Pretty decent team, man. He had some DeMarco Murray, Russell Wilson. He's got Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. Obviously, those two guys, powerhouses. One of them, which will have to be going back into the bin for somebody else to get a hold of this year. But you never know. With the second pick, he might be able to grab them both back, franchise one, and get the other one back.
Mm-hmm.
And see what he does.
Okay.
Chris.
Chris.
Chris looks like he finished in 8th last year, 500 season, went 7-7. He actually scored 522 points, which was second amongst everybody, but must have just had some weeks where he had either some big weeks or ran into some people that had better weeks. I'm not sure on the breakdown on that, but looking at his team, I'd say he's probably going to keep Julio Jones, something like that. I mean, he's got not a lot of power at running back. I mean, Carlos Hyde, pretty good, but I would look for him to keep Julio and work on finding him a running back at the 3 spot.
Sounds good. All right. Delving back in. Get these things good and shook up.
Round out the first 4 here, the first third of the draft.
Oh.
Pete. Looking at Pete. Now, Pete, he rounded up in 12th. 4-2. Pretty rough year, but he had tons of injuries. It was impressive just for him to get a starting lineup on the field. I don't know what Pete's going to do. What are you going to do, Pete? You got any information for us?
I tell you what, I mean, just looking at it, you'd think maybe Lamar Miller or Doug Martin, but both those guys were turd sacks last year. Andrew Luck, I mean, everybody on there is still hurt from last year, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
And you got Sammy Watkins at a new home out there in Los Angeles with the Rams.
Yeah.
Jared going to him. Maybe you'll go that route.
I doubt it. All right, moving on.
All right. Number 5. Mickey at number 5, and he come in 9th last year, 5-9. Didn't make the playoffs. Let's pull him up. He's got, let's see, he got going on here. Matt Ryan, Crabtree, Adrian Peterson. He's got Jeremy Langford. I don't know. I'm not sure what he was going to do. Maybe Matt Ryan or Adrian Peterson in a new place. Maybe that's what he's going to do.
Maybe.
I don't know. Be interesting. This is number 6. Jeremy Lane, number 6, the commish. Will this be his year to get back to the promised land, or will he try to make a little bit taller pyramid this year? Let's see. See what I do. I talked to him earlier today. He told me, he actually didn't tell me much, but he's got Todd Gurley. You know he's going to do Todd Gurley. You can't put that guy back, even though his team's in shambles and his line's terrible. Still a stud, so I guess that's probably what he's going to do. Kind of automatic there.
He was 7-7 last year.
Yes, he was. 386 points found. That was pretty low. Jody at 7. Jody actually won the West Division, so he's a division champ. Coming 4th overall, 8-6. He's got a couple things he's got going on. Jordan Howard, Phillip Rivers. I don't know, Gronkowski, J.I. He's got a few people there he can make something happen with, and picking there at 7, he's right in the middle, so something will fall to him at 7 that probably shouldn't. If he takes advantage of it, he'll do all right. Brent in the 8 hole, and Brent came in 6th last year, 8-6, made the playoffs, and he's got some things as well. AJ Green, Tom Brady, Alshon Jeffrey. Several options there for him. Jeremy Hill. I never know where Jeremy Hill is on the depth chart, but several things he there. Stud receivers, good quarterback, in the 8 hole. TJ at 9. Right, TJ. He finished in third, 8-6. Let's see here. I think he came in second in his division, best I can remember. I didn't look at that, but he's got obviously the David Johnson, the powerhouse, finished as the number one running back in our league last year with 124 points. So, I mean, I look for him to go that route. I believe he'd be kind of crazy with him doing that, though. I mean, that puts back Cam Newton, Blake Bortles, Devontae Freeman. He's
Mike
got a lot.
Evans, Brandon Cooks going to have a breakout year.
He got a solid team, and he's going to be dumping them back into the kitty. So that's good. I mean, it's kind of got that stud that he can't let go of.
All right, let's see who's next.
Also doesn't have a second-round pick. That belongs to Kyle.
Ooh. Speaking of,
Kyle. So Kyle's going to have back-to-back in the second round. That's going to be dangerous. Even though Ezekiel Elliott beats up women and stuff, or whatever he did, he's going to be without him for the first 6 weeks unless he wins his appeal. But back-to-back second-round picks and a first-round pick, that'll help. So what did Kyle do last year? He went 7-7, 459 points found, and like I said, we know he's probably keeping Ezekiel Elliott. I'm guessing. I don't look like he's got a whole lot that would be worth keeping besides that anyway. So probably going to be his move, I'd say.
2 balls left.
All right, who are they going to be?
The champ.
Jimmy, the champ, Carmack, finally getting on the trophy. It took him so long, though. He didn't make it to the front of the trophy. He's actually over there on the side in the outhouse section.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. He's got several things, obviously. Super Bowl team here. Could go a couple different ways. Looks like, he had Sean McCoy, Jordy Nelson, Michael Thomas. Looks like Jordy Nelson ended up being the number one receiver in our league with the points of 57, and Sean McCoy fourth at running back. It's a pretty good squad. It'll be interesting to see what he does now he knows where he's picking at.
And last but not least, Justin
Treadway. I feel like Justin Treadway has picked last every season. He's 6-8 last year, and let's see what we think he's going to do. Well, he's got Aaron Rodgers, so he's got Aaron Rodgers, Frank Gore, Jimmy Graham, Mark Ingram. Never know. The old Treadway likes to throw a wild card in there to do some crazy stuff sometimes too. So that should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, there you can see there's all the balls, and it's completely empty.
I can't believe, Pete, after 12 seasons, my name finally comes out of the box first. And
Yeah.
there really isn't anything up there to get. About who's going to be thrown back in there, the top players. I guess maybe Antonio Brown or Le'Veon Bell, depending on what Jamie does, or Devontae Freeman.
Yep.
There's things up there, but I just don't know. It's kind of scarce, but I'd rather be 1 than 5, because what are you going to get at 5, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm at 4, so that's not very good.
Yeah, we just named enough to get to 4. Cam, Antonio, Devontae Freeman, and then somebody's going to be there.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm working on the plates. These guys are kind of knuckleheads. They can't seem to get the plate size right. So they did say if I'm supposed to pick it up Friday, and if they aren't right this time, they said I should bring one off of the trophy, and so they can exactly match it up, because they keep getting the size a little bit off. But we'll give it another try and see if they can do it right this time.
Yeah, that sounds good. And if not, then in December, when Jimmy passes it over to me before I put it on my mantle, I'll get you one of them original nameplates off there, and you can.
There you
take
go.
that with.
Sounds good. All right, you got anything you want to say before we wrap it up and see everybody on Saturday?
I don't think so, man. We'll see everybody in the war room on Saturday. Get your strategies together now that you know where you're at, and Let's get it on.